Hi, welcome from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Today we're going to be talking about our boondocking spot, which is back here. We are at Caja del Rio, U.S. National Forest Service land. It's been pretty nice out here. It's kind of crowded, but not too crowded. People are mindful, and the closest people to us are about, a little under 100 yards away, which is not too bad, really, considering it's 8 miles out of Santa Fe.
There's some really good hiking trails nearby, too. This one that's, I don't know, like, how far away would you say that trail is?
50 yards?
It's really close. That trail is apparently 28 miles, so you could backpack on it. We didn't do that. We just went for like 4 miles, but really pretty trail, lots of interesting foliage.
Foliage.
Well, foliage. Lots of interesting foliage. You know, plants and stuff.
Yeah, that.
So I think those are the positives. Being close to Santa Fe. It's a beautiful scenery. The mountains are gorgeous. There was even some snow in the mountains when we got here. It's starting to melt now. Dogs can roam around. It's fairly quiet. Some of the negatives, though, are, I would say the top negative of this place is the amount of dust and dirt. Our dogs have just been coated in this fine, fine dirt that you can't even tell their color because they just look like dirt.
And then they track that dirt into the RV, and it's just been a mess.
It's been a mess.
It's gotten all over everything. We're leaving here today, and we're looking forward to not having the dust coating everything. So we're taking off. We're going to spend a day at an RV park, or a couple days to clean and get the dogs clean, and white glove everything.
Everything is a mess. It's just a mess. It's like, out of all the places we've camped so far, this is by far the dirtiest place we've ever been.
And we've been in some pretty dirty places.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Even in the rain with mud and everything.
I'd rather deal with the mud.
It's just bad.
But, despite it all, I'd come back to this place because
I don't know if I would.
The proximity to Santa Fe is awesome. You're just a few miles out, and it's easy to get to, and it's fairly quiet.
Santa Fe is such a cool place. If you guys haven't been to Santa Fe, you definitely have to check it out. It's the architecture of the buildings, the Adobe style buildings are just beautiful. There's a really old cathedral church there. There's really cute shops, beautiful turquoise jewelry. I mean, it's just a really, really cool town.
The plaza, the chapels, the shopping has been really...
It's been bad for me.
Shopping in Santa Fe is not a good thing.
It's not good for your budget, basically.
Yeah, and the food, too, has been pretty outstanding in New Mexico in general. So.
Oh, well, it's New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexican food is different than Mexican food.
Yes.
So if you don't know that, come and experience it for yourself.
So the other negative is there's a shooting range around here. It hasn't really bothered me, to be honest with you, but if you have a thing with guns and you don't like shooting ranges, then you may not want to stay here. What is Shasta doing? Look.
She's in the middle of licking herself, and then she spotted something.
She saw something.
It's not exactly a shooting range. It's National Forest Service land where you can shoot, and there's some spots that people go out and shoot near here. Another negative is it's next to a landfill area, and early in the morning, starting around 6 o'clock, you hear beeping of the machinery. Noise travels quite far in the open desert here, and so even though it's probably a mile or so away, you can still hear the beeping in the morning. So if you're a light sleeper, you may not like it here. Additionally, there's an airport, and though the air traffic isn't great, you still get airplanes flying over you occasionally.
It's not even, I haven't even barely noticed any of those things, and it doesn't smell. The landfill doesn't smell at all. The other thing we need to mention is the cell service. So where we are right now, we have 2 bars of LTE. And if you go further up the road, it's much quieter. Like, you're not going to be right next to the landfill where there's noise. Mild noise, it's not that bad. But if you go further up the road, you lose your cell service, which is why I think everybody's kind of camped out right here.
Yeah. The U.S. Forest Service road goes quite a ways back.
It's beautiful.
I don't know if I would take our RV back there, but if you have an overlanding vehicle or a high clearance vehicle, you'll not have a problem. You can get back in there and camp where it's really secluded.
You would take it back there. You would. You would.
Actually, the road is not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I mean, our rig probably could do it without scraping. More than likely it would. But there's no cell signal back there, so
forget it.
We're spoiled.
You have to have cell service.
Especially if you're a YouTuber, you have to have a way to uplink and record.
Upload?
Yeah.
You said uplink. Is that the right word?
Uplink and upload. Yeah. Linked upwards.
Sorry.
And uploading stuff.
YouTube stuff.
And it's, our entertainment at night too is, being able to watch videos on YouTube and surf and research stuff.
I think that's pretty much it. Oh, there's some off-roading trails here too.
Oh yeah. Off-roading trails, biking trails. You can bike on the Camino Real. The hiking trail goes back 20 miles into the Santa Fe National Forest, so you can go back in there quite a ways.
One of the things I've absolutely loved about this area, I mean, maybe all of New Mexico is like this, but since we've been here, the clouds have been amazing. I'm serious, it looks fake. So the skies here are just phenomenal, and with the mountains in the background, there's just beautiful mountain landscapes that surround this whole area that are like mountains in layers. I'm getting all tweaked out here, but yeah, it's really beautiful. It's just a beautiful area. I really love it here.
For me, it's kind of a homecoming. I spent a large part of my life in New Mexico, so I've missed the skies here, and it hasn't disappointed at all. We've had some really cool weather coming in, and just gorgeous. I feel like the skies are so broad and wide open compared to where we've been past years and months.
Another really cool thing about being here is that Dave got his drone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so stay tuned till the end of this video for his first drone footage. Or maybe he'll put it at the beginning, or maybe he'll put it in the middle. I don't know, but this video is going to have some of his first drone footage, which will be really fun.
My flying isn't all that smooth yet, but hopefully it'll get better fast. I've been flying radio control airplanes since I was 17, so this isn't too different. It's like adding photography to radio control aircraft, so it's just right up my alley.
The dogs are so dirty.
Yeah.
So that's our review of this boondocking area, the spot. We'll put the GPS coordinates in the description below, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.